red, yellow, green flashing for initialization, and when it's initialized I believe we get red and yellow, not just yellow flashing, which means we have to go around in a circle, yawing, and we get green. Turn it upright, round in a circle, and we get red and yellow solid. Okay. Okay, I've turned GPS off for the moment because it was definitely wanting to go backwards on me. Okay, I didn't really think this one had height holding, but feels like it. It does feel very much like a, well, first impressions are Hubsan Hitch 501S, but it's got a little bit of bug smoothness to the cyclic. That's full pitch. That's as fast as this one's going. It's not bad. Now I couldn't get this to actually connect to my phone. There was no Wi-Fi output. I tried a couple of different phones, and I tried the app on a couple of different phones. So there's no rate. That is the full speed of my yaw. Not bad, plenty for FPV, but mild if you want to chuck it around trees aggressively. Now the slowest yaw you can get is around there, which is lovely. There's no jerkiness when you start off yawing, just little tiny inputs. And it's smooth all the way. There's a little bobble to the cyclic as you add it in, as most GPS, at least cheap GPS stuff has. So I bet this is actually quite a nice smooth FPV experience, if you can get the software working, that is. Okay, let's have a little look what we've got here. So we have, take a picture. Now there's no flash off the lights or anything there, I'm not even sure. Okay, I held it down then, which usually means video. Okay, it's not clicking now after the 3 beep, so hold it down to get another 3 beep. Hopefully that's a little bit of video. I'll just take it up high. Take a couple of stills. Okay, now we're going to do return to home. So just press that button once. I better move this box actually in case it lands on it. Okay, so that returned to home. Well, I'll give it a few more seconds if it wants to land first. It does indeed. Little yaw wiggle on the way down. And I was just over to the left, about a box length over to the left hand side there. So that's pretty respectable. It doesn't give you all the power to take off with. It takes off very slow at first, and then a second later it'll give you a little burst of power if you keep the throttle up. Okay, so this time I'm going to press this return to home, which is going to take it down where it is. It does let you counteract that as well. There's a third return to home, which is battery voltage related as well. So we'll probably see that kicking in a minute. Now, let's give these others a go. So we've got, I believe, GPS over here. Okay, now we have some satellites. It was drifting backwards pretty heavily right at the start, so it might benefit you waiting a few minutes after this one is bound if you're going to fly at GPS. That's not bad. Okay, yeah, GPS is definitely enabled there. A little whoop whoop. That's the technical term for the GPS wobble. A little whoop whoop. Moderate whoop whoop. Well, I wish my DJI nozzle light was that good. A little shimmy, but it's not bad. And it's got ground force there. So let's take it up a little bit further. Give it a little turn around. Okay, now the test of a GPS. Slow yaw. Let's see how much it deviates with a slow yaw. I know the Hubsan that I had a nice aileron slide on it and created a nice big wide circle. That's about as slow as I can go with that one. And I'd say that's pretty decent. You know, there's going to be a little wobble in your footage there because it hasn't got a gimbal on it, but for somebody who needs a GPS to be reliable early on, get them in the air safely, that's pretty damn fine. Okay. Try an auto and let it actually sit on the floor. Pretty good. Will that take us back up again? I'll have to arm first. Will that take us up? Not if the propellers are stuck. Okay, hold down. So let's try the auto takeoff. Any grass in the way at all, and this one is not going to get that past that first stage where it's just tucking out a little bit of power. Presumably that's so it doesn't flip. So, arm. Take off. Okay, we had some pretty violent backwards there. And that's taking off with GPS on. Okay, once it's up, it was okay, but there was some pretty hefty backwards lean there. Let's try that again. That's not going to be particularly friendly for any noob. So we'll pop it down. Sit. Sit. Okay, GPS is on. We're going to arm the quad. And I'm going to do the takeoff. Okay, it was okay there. No inputs or anything like that. So it's definitely something to watch out for. It looks a little slow to be obedient to GPS. It needs to be up in the air and for a couple of seconds first by the look of it. But try one more time. take it over here. Now, I believe this one is headless mode. So now GPS is working. I'm going to stick it in headless mode. Forwards. Forwards. So I think I need to set the heading because forwards is over there. So if we want headless to work, we have to set it over there. Oh yeah, that works great now. So we'll turn headless off and turn GPS off. So yeah, this one doesn't like anything restricted when it's taken off at all. No problem with the GPS drifting again, but it did the first time, and it did about the third time I took off with GPS as well. See if we can get some video. Not too confident about this, I'm not linking up, but if it just saves it straight to the card, that's okay. However, a video quad not flashing its lights to initiate video recording, I'm not sure. Okay, presumably, yeah, it's flashing now for battery voltage. So I'm going to leave this one there with GPS on. Keep an eye on it and see what it does. I'm not sure if you can see at the moment. All the lights are red, and the rear ones are flashing. And this is beeping like crazy. Just move this over this side of the field a little bit. It is a doggy field first and foremost. Normally, I'd also want to try by turning the transmitter off as well in flight, but this close to a road, not happening. We will find a better spot for that. Okay, so if you're a good old distance away, even when this starts beeping, return to home, you're going to be able to get it back, even if you just click the return to home button. But I want to actually see it forcefully land. Is it going to land where it is, or is it going to come back to where it wanted to, where it took off? Okay, down where it is. And it beeps to tell you it's landing as well. I like that, if you can't see it. Not that you should be flying where you can't see it, but that's really nice. Okay, let's just take this out. Hold on. First of all, just in case it's an issue, I'm going to stop recording. It did say we were recording on the transmitter with a little flashing record logo, and we have 16 GPS, which is a lot more than my Nozzle Light ever had. I think it ever got into double figures. So first impressions, pretty good. I I'd like to be able to run 3S on it. That's a shame if the other Bugs 3 with the same power system couldn't take 3S. Even if it's when you turn off the GPS and then you can enable some extra speed that way. A bit more pitch. Why only one lot of rates? Is this a Hubsan controller in here? Have MJX got a Hubsan in here? Because there's a lot of Hubsan about it, but enough bugs to keep it in the MJX realm.